Hello, my name is Shelby Jehle, and this is Global Issues SAG 450. The article I will be discussing today is about Central America, and it is written by Maxwell Radwin on January 31st, 2025, written on the website mangabay.com. It is called As the Gold Rush Surges in Nicaragua, Indigenous Communities Pay the Price. So he discusses how Nicaragua is going through a gold mining boom, if you will, within the last few years, and gold is just very prevalent there. But the only issue with such an export is that they're working on protected and private land and indigenous land, and these projects are becoming massive. Countries like China, Colombia, the UK, Canada are all setting up businesses there and basically setting up shop to start their gold mine. And now that gold there is just booming, it is surpassing their exports of coffee and beef, and is becoming so widespread. So these giant corporations are starting to plant roots there. But the issue is that they're in ecologically, sensitive areas. So he further discusses, basically the transparency of government. There are regulations, there are rules against working on these lands and digging up this ground, and we'll get to the sites and why this is also a negative. But the government, basically, they're going kind of higher end, so they're going through the major governments there versus like local government and locals, local communities, local mayors that would want to put a stop to this. This is causing deforestation, pollution, and even human rights violations. These indigenous communities are no longer able to hunt, farm, basically just survive on this land that they've lived for hundreds of years. About 11.8 million acres are still available, with 100 to excavate, 144 active mining sites with 4.2 million acres already being touched by this gold mining endeavor. So basically, the sad thing is the deforestations and the effects of the locals. So how can we relate to this? We deal with still salvaging land and trying to conserve here in the United States. We want to conserve wildlife, conserve land, especially after COVID housing crisis. We're all fighting for land. We're all fighting for, money to go down, prices, and, trying to find that respect. What can be done in a country like this to help? So we can utilize social media, show our support. We're going through similar things. We need to be mindful of other countries when we are voting in our administrations that we're putting in office, because they can have impact, and they need to understand that, this impacts the United States. The whole world will be impacted. Most of the work going on in Nicaragua is on land that they are not doing studies on. They are not, checking to see how this will erode and how the land will fall, how this will affect the land, how this will affect the people. So things like that, we need to make our voices louder. We need to show our appreciation for what's going on, watch where we're purchasing, the golds that we're buying, where is it coming from, and support communities there that are actually trying to, make better for women, for children, for all the people there, the locals. Support those businesses out of Nicaragua and not these big corporations.